Hi, how's everybody doing today? It's Belmont Day. This virus scare has changed everything about thoroughbred racing, particularly the Triple Crown and the Belmont Stakes today. The order of the races has changed. The Belmont's now going to be first, the Derby second, and the Preakness third. The Belmont won't be running at its classic 1.5 mile distance. It'll now be 1 1/8 miles. There will be no fans in the stands to cheer their horses on. The trainers and the owners are changing up which races they're going to run in because the order is so out of kilter. The owners are unhappy today because they won't even be allowed to attend the Belmont Stakes. They have to watch it from TV. They're not happy about it, and I understand where they're coming from. Belmont's a big racetrack, plenty of room to spread out and social distance. So what's going on? What's up with that? And the people from Monmouth Park that run the Haskell race, which is a grade 1, big time race, have put up $1 million. If the horse wins the Haskell, then the Derby, and then the Breeders' Cup Classic, they get an extra $1 million. So that's affected the Belmont already, and it may affect the Preakness. So 2 horses are now skipping the Belmont to run in the Haskell, and they're the prime contenders for the Kentucky Derby right now, and that's Authentic and Honor AP. And if they win, either one of them wins the Haskell and then goes on to win the Derby, they're not going to run the Preakness, they're going to go right to the Breeders' Cup Classic. So it is having an effect, and in their view, of course, it's a good effect. Today's race is missing not just those 2 prime contenders, but there's 3 others that were heads and shoulders above the horses, all the horses in this race today, and they're all out of the picture due to injury. You have Charlatan. Charlatan has an ankle injury, and he's out for not just the Belmont, but the Derby as well. And then Nadal, and then Maxfield, they both broke a leg. They're out of the Belmont and all the rest of the races for the end of the year. So this field, although good and has good talented horses, are not the best except one, which is Tiz the Law. Now Tiz the Law, thing about him is he's owned by this group called Sakatogia. Sakatogia is run by this group of guys in New York who got together years ago and said, we want to own a racehorse. So they bought a New York bred 2003 by the name of Funny Side. Funny Side went on to win the Derby and then the Preakness and tried the Belmont, but came up short. Well, this group is back today to win that Belmont 17 years later, and they hope to do it with Tiz the Law and get redemption. Now this Belmont field, 10 horses today, competitive field. All these horses look pretty solid with the exception of a few. Total, they've won 26 races in their very young careers already. 7 out of the 10 have ran over a 95 by our speed rating, and 4 of them ran over 100. That's pretty darn good. To me, there's 5 of these 10 that really stand out as each of them have a real good shot of winning this race, and wouldn't surprise me if any one of them won. And that is Tap It to Win, Sol Volante, we got Tiz the Law, you have Dr. Post, and you have Pneumatic. I'm going to skip pass on the chalk, which is Tiz the Law. I'm not going to take a short price on a horse that doesn't appear like he stands out above the rest. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go with the speed of the speed, who is Tap It to Win. He's the number 1 horse. He's got the rail, and he's going to go out early. There's only one horse I got to worry about running with him and tiring him out a little bit, but we'll see how that plays out. And this horse has a win over the Belmont Stakes a few weeks ago, so he's ready to go, and I'm going with him. So that's my bet for today. And before I let you go, today's the first day of spring, 21st of June. Summer. First day of summer. But More precisely, it becomes the first day of summer on the 21st of June at 5:44 p.m. That's exactly the time that they line up in the gate and take off in the Belmont Stakes. So good luck to you. Hope you enjoy the race. And I'll be back for the Derby, if not the Haskell, which is sooner.